Satu. Hai, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name
Waalaikumsalam.
is my name is Ahmad Al-Zarif, and here is my friend Mohamad Hafizudin. And today we are going to talk about vaping among women. And here we are. We have our guest here, Ahmad. So let's begin the interview right now, shall we? So let me go first. Akida, how did you get into vaping in the first place?
Well, it happens like 2 years ago. My friend offered me some, so I tried it. It's not really bad. I never smoked vape before or smoked cigarette before, but it tastes like funny. There's a lot of flavor. I only knew during that time. So it happened 2 years ago. That's my answer.
So that's how you get into vaping in the first place. So as you said, how was your experience vaping like for the first time?
I'm sorry, can you repeat the question?
What is your experience vaping for the first time?
My experience, well, um, it's fine. It just I'm not used to smoke anything before, so
Mm-hmm.
I was coughing a bit, but I was enjoying a bit because my friend offered me honeydew flavor. It was really sweet, and I like it, but I don't think it's good for my health. It was really nice.
Okay.
Next question.
For my next question, okay. What is your perception of vaping before and after vaping? Hello, hello, hello.
Okay, I'm sorry. My perception. No, nothing different because vaping is not really that addictive. Because I don't know about other people, but for me, I never smoked before. It was it was nothing. It just maybe people do it for enjoyment.
Okay.
It is relaxing.
So, what does like your family say about you vaping in the first time, and what was their response to it?
Well, I've given a weird look because I'm a woman, but it's nothing much. They think most people think that vaping is not good, probably because it doesn't look good to have smoke around. But for me, I don't really mind because it's not really bad. Uh, the smoke came from vaping. It's not really bad. It's a sweet. It's a sweet smell. I think it's nothing to think about.
Yeah.
It doesn't really bother you, right?
Yes, doesn't mean a problem, but it could be a serious health problem if you keep smoking it
Yeah,
over and over again.
I agree with you because as a non-smoker, I truly enjoy smelling the smoke that came out from the vape rather than just cigarette. Okay, for my next question, is it more or less expensive to acquire vape compared to cigarette?
Well, it depends on how often you smoke. For a cigarette, for a smoker, um, is really expensive in the long term. But for vaping, you need to have the equipment. It's very expensive to own. Yes, in the first place, and then you have to replace the flavor over and over again. If you smoke more, and you need to replace it often. If you smoke less, then yeah, it could be cheap.
So it differs from the person that vapes.
I'm sorry, can you repeat the question?
Just continue to the next question. Do you agree upon a certain mindset that people who are into vapes are a bad person?
Well, it depends on what people think. Some people think it's nothing, but some people think it's bad because it does look bad. Um, if it doesn't give, for me, it doesn't give any environmental causes, then it should be fine. But you know, people, they always say things like it's a bad thing, it's a good thing. It depends on how much you smoke. So it always depends on how much you smoke. For me, vaping is not, it's not bad because people in the peop, old people before, people in the ancient always smoke, but they don't do it all the time like people nowadays.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
You know, shisha is similar to vape. People used to smoke it during evening after hard work, so it only be used for relaxation. But now you can smoke it like you can obtain vape in very small, very small.
Small premise.
Yes,
So it's just using like a small
it's small.
portion.
Yes, you can, yes, it's very convenient, and you can bring it everywhere, anytime, and
It's not heavier than a shisha.
yes.
Okay.
So you can, it's dangerous because you can do it all the time. Unless that shisha, you can just relax, and it doesn't really bad. But if you do it often, if you smoke it often, it always come a very bad circumstances to your health.
I see.
Okay?
Okay, okay. So, what is the differences in terms of experience if you have smoked both of it?
Well,
You can compare
the
if you want.
different. Okay, vape is much more light. Yeah, it doesn't produce a smelly smoke like cigarette do. So I think it's a very environmental friendly.
Okay.
But smoking, in the other hand, give you extra effectiveness. It
Uh,
can make your mind instantly relax and you don't think much. That's why people have anxiety really hard to stop smoking because it gives you the sense of relaxation. Very effective.
so basically, like
So
more,
yeah,
yeah.
has a little more kick.
Okay.
So let's move on to the next question.
Yes.
So do you consider vaping healthier than cigarette, as some people claim?
It's a tough question when you say something uh, healthier because you never know. Just like I said before, it's always depend on how often you smoke. When you smoke, there's a difference between cigarette and vaping in the term of health. When you smoke cigarette, it can lead to cancer. Well, we all know that, right?
Yeah.
But when you smoke a vaping, it can lead you to, it's create a water vapor in your lung, which is also a bad thing.
Oh.
When I had the experience, I was coughing and I was sneezing, and it's hard to breathe because it feels like water inside my lung. So I don't really like vaping. I think smoke is better, but it's
Okay.
not good to do it often. So the more you smoke, the more you risk yourself to disease.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Um. So like you mentioned before, you have the problem with your lungs, and also you have problem of sneezing. Do you do you have like encounter any health problems when you vape? Besides that, for
No,
example,
just no.
like you kind of like hard to sleep or like experience anxiety or something when you vape.
Well, when I'm vaping, yes, it is because I feel like something. There is like water vapor trapped in my lung compared to cigarette. It's just a smoke, so it just disappear just like that. When I'm taking a cigarette, I think it's easier to sleep at night. The vape compared to vape.
Okay, okay, okay.
Okay. Do you think that vape is as addicting as cigarette?
I'm
According to your own opinion.
I'm sorry. Can you repeat the question?
Do you think that vape is more addicting than cigarette, or maybe more, according to your own opinion?
Hmm. Well, the thing about addicting is that it's not when we say about addiction, it's not actually the thing that causes you to addict.
Oh,
When we crave about something, we crave about the feeling, the how the thing that affect our feelings. We want it to we love the feeling of having something. It doesn't matter whether it's smoke or vaping or sugar or eating or anything.
Mhm.
When people are addicted, it actually they try they want to experience the same feelings over and over and over again. That is the problem. Without knowing without knowing the consequences, it's really bad for your health. It doesn't matter what you take. When you take it over and over and again, you have to think about it. You really love the thing or you love the feeling of having something. But for most of my friends, they say when they smoke vaping, less it is less addictive than smoking.
oh,
Because just like I said before, smoking is very effective to relax your mind.
mm,
So when they when they when they smoke vape, it's not really relaxing. It's not really effective. But um, I'm sorry. When they smoke vape, it's not really effective as smoking, but they do have the sense of relaxation, and they doesn't really addict addiction. They doesn't really feel. They doesn't really addict to vaping.
okay.
Most of my friend doesn't really addict to vaping. They can just left their vape for like the whole day. But if you are the kind of person who always seeking something when you're stressed, then I don't think that either vaping or smoking is a good thing for you. It's gonna help you. So it just depends on how you use it, how you handle your habits of smoking, either vape or cigarette.
Mm.
So it's more about how frequent you do something rather than what the actual thing is.
Yes.
Okay. This is my question. Do you think that vape has a advantage? If you do, what is the advantage of vape compared to cigarette?
Actually, no,
No.
no.
You think
Okay.
that they are
What,
advantages?
what kind of what kind of advantage are you talking about? I'm sorry.
It could be um, easier to get or cheaper um, because of the
Maybe like comes with different flavor.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, but well, it does seem to smoke. Well,
Oh,
um, yeah.
smoking has different flavor
Um,
also.
yes, I do. Currently, there are different type of brand in smoke. Then
Oh,
yes, you can choose flavor. There are vanilla, there are coffee, there are
oh,
strawberry, there
cigarette.
are apple.
Wow.
Yes, cigarette also have flavor. It depends on the brand that you buy. Actually, the brand that offer you different flavor actually is a bit expensive.
Yeah, I totally get it.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I shocked because I never thought about that different flavor in cigarette. I thought the different flavor only exists in vape and not cigarette. Oh man,
Yeah, yes.
this year is full of surprises. 2020. Oh my gosh.
For my experience, there are not all cigarette are bad. There are also cigarette that are less smelly than other cigarette. When you buy cheap cigarette, it usually smells really bad.
Ah,
Yes, the brand like Harvest, it smells good. It smells less like a smoke, but it smells good. But yeah, still bad.
so we can predict that if the person was smoking and the smoke is not smelly, we can think that oh that guy must be rich.
Maybe.
Maybe okay. I like that. I like that. Okay.
Um, would you approve if your family members get involved in vaping? And if not, why? Or if yes, why?
Well, if they are below than 18, then I have a huge concern about them. But if they are above 18, they are not against the law, so I won't mind it.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's their
Mm.
choice. Because below 18, they are still having a mental development. It's not really good to expose these children to something that is causes a disease or causes bad health for your body.
Okay.
That's my answer.
All right. What did you feel when you saw the young generation involved in vaping as well?
I'm sorry, can you repeat the question?
What do you feel when you saw the young generation, such as child or maybe teenagers or students or high school, middle school, involved in vaping? What do you feel when you saw that?
Well, there's nothing I can do because if I scold them, then they won't listen to me. But I have, just like I said before, I have a huge concern for people who smoke under 18. Just like you're exposing them to um, alcohol, it's not good for them because
Mhm.
they're still having a mental development. So please do not expose them to this kind of thing.
So in other words, you like worry the future.
Yes, because because young generation they don't really match it, so they don't really know what is good or what is bad. They don't really think, they just want to enjoy themselves. But
Mhm.
when we are adult, we buy the thing by ourselves using our money when we get a job, and then we have a concern about it, and we have a lot of things to think about it. So for children, they always want to have fun, so it's not good to expose them to this kind of thing.
Hmm. Okay.
Mm. Um, do you think this vape is a good thing or not? And if not, do you have any like tips, or do you have any way on how you think that you can stop people from vaping in Malaysia?
Well, I always think uh, it depends on how you smoke.
Okay.
I'm not saying it's a good thing, because when you say something that is a good thing, doesn't mean really good to have in an excessive amount. It's not. It's not a. It's not. It's not either a bad thing, because it gives you the sense of relaxation. But it can be good thing because it can make you relax throughout the hard day. But it can be a bad thing when you take it over and over again all the time without stopping.
Okay. So this is the final question.
Okay.
Vape was initially introduced to reduce or replace the addiction of cigarette. But now some people claims that it is the same as cigarette and gives no benefit. What do you say about this?
Well, it's a good step to help smoker to stop smoking, but unfortunately, it had led a lot of people to try new thing. You know, they're mixing. There are people who are vaping with some kind of chemicals that that it can make you feel higher, make you feel good. For
Okay.
example, some people mix vape with marijuana.
Oh wow.
It's not really good. Yes, it's not really good, and it is illegal in Malaysia.
Mhm.
Just like I said before, when you exposing this kind of thing in young generation, they always want to have fun. And you know, when people want to have fun, they always try new things.
Mm.
That's why it can lead. That's why some people say it's a bad thing, because this already happened around the world, that people mixing things. It used to be vaping should be for people to relax, but when when it comes when it comes in, when people try to generalize it, and then it become a trend or famous, then it will be a problem, because we always seeking for something new. It is it still can be a good thing if you use it for relaxation purposes, but if you try to mix thing and try new thing, and well, if bad things happen, you deserve it, because you're the one who's seeking it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So
So that was the last question. Thank you, Akila, for giving
You're
us your
welcome.
opinion.
so
Okay.
I guess we end this discussion
The
and
session here.
interview right now. Thank you, Akila, and have a good day.